Yo, what is good, YouTube? We are back with another video of the Trading Den V2. I think this is episode 15, maybe, of the Trading Den V2. This is going to be a psychology video, right? Because I gave you all the technical analysis stuff that I used to get a bias, how to, actually, I didn't go over how to enter yet. That will be the next video, right? This one is going to be shifting your mindset to be a winner in the markets, right? Because if you think you're going to come into the markets and just destroy every single day, right, you're just not going to. You're just not going to. You're going to have losing trades. You're going to have losing weeks. You may have a losing month, even though that's not going to happen if you're having a good mindset, right? So we're going to go over how to have a winning mindset within the markets. This is going to be a super short video, straight to the point, right? So the first point I want to give you is every single trade in the markets is a brand new opportunity, right? The last trade might have been a loser, right? You have to brush that off, get over it, journal it, and say, okay, the next trade, the next time my model presents itself, it's going to be a brand new opportunity. You have to brush off every single time that you lost until the day is over. Then you want to go over your trade, say, what did I do right in this trade? What did I do wrong? And then if you executed your model once again, right, you have to be only executing your model or you won't see any growth. So once you are executing your model all the time, you can go back and say, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? Because the next time this opportunity presents itself, I will do this instead of this. I will wait for more confirmation, right? Every single model that you use will present a brand new opportunity in the markets. They may look similar, right? But this trade could be the winner. The next trade could be a winner. The one after that could look the exact same as the last two and it be a loser, right? Not every single trade will be the exact same outcome no matter how similar the charts look, right? So every single opportunity in the markets is brand new. Every single trade that you take is a brand new opportunity, right? So you cannot be going into the trade thinking it's going to be the exact same outcome as the one before. 5 trades before, the last 20 trades that you took. You can't think that it is going to be the exact same outcome of the previous ones, right? So every single trade that you take is going to be a brand new opportunity in the markets to either win or lose. The only two outcomes that are possible, right? So the next is going to be not every single day is going to be a trading day, right? There's going to be days that you don't see any opportunity, right? That is your job, right? Your job is to say, okay, my model didn't present itself. I am not going to execute a single trade today because my model is not here. Okay? So if your model does not present itself, if that opportunity does not come into fruition, your job is to stay out of the markets and say, okay, this just isn't going to be a trading day. The market is looking really, really choppy today. Not trading this, right? We want to be a part of this, not this, right? We want to be a part of this, not this, right? So you can't be trading this. Do not trade the chop, trade the expansions, right? So every single trade or every single day will not have your model in it, and you have to be okay with that, right? Your job is to preserve capital. Your job is not to trade every single day. Whenever there is an opportunity, then you execute. That is the only time you execute. Whenever the market says, hey, look, I'm doing exactly what you said what you said I wanted to do, right? You said I want the market to do this, and it does that. That's when you execute. And I know I just stuttered right there. I was fumbling over my words a little bit, right? So you have to be okay with not taking a trade every single day, even if it's a couple days, right? If you go 2 days without a trade, it's totally cool, right? The next time it's a new opportunity, right? So every loss is a lesson. If you took a loss, journal it, right? You have to be journaling trades. And if you don't know how to journal, I have a video up of Notion, how to set up your Notion for trading and how to journal your trades. Go watch that video, set up your Notion, and every single trade that you took, you put it into that journal. And if you lost, you go over it. If you won, you go over it. Because 9 times out of 10, if you took a loss, you're going to identify why you took that loss, right? There's going to be those trades that you took that everything looked great. Everything was perfect and you lost. There's nothing you can do about that. That will happen, right? But there are a lot of trades that you took that went against your bias. Something happened that you didn't want to see happen, but you still executed, right? There's going to be a ton of times that you take a loss and be able to identify that. That is why journaling is so important, because if you go back and say, okay, I didn't wait for this. Next time I'm going to wait for this. So every single time you take a loss, you go back that same night and say, why did I lose here? And then you identify why you took that loss. And then it turns into a lesson, right? So every trade is not a loss. It's a new lesson for you to understand why that trade lost. So the next one is executing in your job. Executing is your job, and managing your money, or managing the trade, is money, right? Executing is the job in the markets. Whenever your model presents itself, you execute the trade. Whenever you are in that trade, you managing it is the money. Whenever it gets to your target, let's say your target was right here and you have your order right here. Whenever it gets right here, you move it up. That's not what you do. That's just greed taking over. Yes, it could run up here, but what if it just peaks above and then flushes the entire way back down to your entry, right? What are you going to do then, right? If it hits your limit order, but you moved it up and then it flushes, you're going to be more mad at yourself that you took your limit order and moved it up and it dropped the entire way down than you keeping your limit order here, hitting it, and then continuing. You're not going to be sitting there saying, well, I could have made way, way, way more money. No, you will be sitting there saying, okay, executed my trade and I traded the plan, right? Once you create a plan and you trade that plan, you don't care if the market goes boom, 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 right? You don't care about this because you executed your trade and traded that plan. You cannot be being greedy and moving your limit order the whole way up here, right? 4 times out of 10, it'll hit, but it doesn't matter because you're not trading your plan, right? Sometimes, maybe if it has a huge expansion, I'll move my limit order up and I'll trail my stop, right? I'll trail it in the profit and say, okay, am I more okay with this continuing way higher and moving my stop below a low that I think should be protected, right? I don't care. Like if I'm in the profit way up here and my sell stop's right here and it continues, I will be way more happy than if it hits my limit right here and then flushes, right? So you have to manage your trade in turn of the market doing what you think it might do. Like if I have a target way up here, okay, it could go up there, right? But you want to start by having your limit order where you think the market can go, right? You don't want to be having it down here, it hit it, but you moved it all the way up here. So managing your trade is the biggest part of this, right? You have to manage it good. You can't just be putting it in random spots to make tons of money. And the last, I thought it was the last one. A loss will and does not define you, right? Not every loss matters, right? There's going to be those trades, like I said before, that it just happens, right? But if you take a loss, it is fine. Every single trade that you take has that probability of losing, okay? It's that simple. A loss does not define you, so do not let it bug you because there is going to be plenty of losses to go around, right? That one it's super short and simple, right? A loss does not define you. So do not get so hung up over it. And the last one, failure is not an option. If you started trading, you know that you can't quit now. You have to keep pushing forward, right? You just have to keep going. You have to understand what you're doing right and what you're doing wrong and keep implementing the good things that you're doing in trading. Stop doing the stupid stuff and actually focus on the good things that matter in trading, right? This is what you need to have a winning mindset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that you need to have the winning mindset, right? Screenshot this, keep it, and remember, this right here will make you successful in the markets. I know this was a very boring video. That's why I tried to speed it up, right? I don't want you to sit here with a 50-minute, 2-hour psychology video, right? you have to understand that your mindset matters a lot, right? So that's the end of the video. Join the free Discord down below, and I'm out. Peace.